Hey everyone, this is the Bearded Zeno. This is going to be my review for the Hot Toys MMS 381 Deadshot from Suicide Squad. Oh boy, I have a lot to say about this figure. I'm excited. This is a really fucking good figure. Okay, sorry if you hear the fan in the background. It's really hot today, so I just got to have a fan blowing in here because I got a computer constantly running. It's just always hot in this room. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and move in and take a look at the box. And this is just immaculate, beautiful, beautiful box. So far it's the best from the Suicide Squad line that I've seen. So it's just so much detail goes into these boxes, and I love it. You got fucking Enchantress doing the stinky arm down there, which is really cool. And got the Deadshot little eyes right there on the side, the skull. Got the little targets. Batman looming over the top of him. It's just so much detail goes into these damn boxes. It's amazing. As you can see, I got the exclusive edition, which we'll take a look at those accessories here, in the next segment. But oh my god, you guys really need to stay for the end of the video to look at the photo gallery that I put at the end of all these reviews, because I have some amazing pictures that I took with this thing. Some cool poses, just interacting with the other DC figures. Oh my god, I'm impressed with the things that I've got out of this figure, and I'm impressed with this figure in general. I can't wait to show you. There's some things on this figure, they don't tell you the instructions, and I haven't seen a single review mention these yet. This is going to be interesting, I guess, because most people are afraid to mess with the arm gauntlets, which will mess with the arm gauntlets, and like when we get to those, you're going to be impressed what those things do. Like, they don't even mention it in the instructions, and it does a whole heck of a lot. It's just, oh, it's so cool. So anyways, let's move on from packaging onto the accessories. Okay, now it's not going to look like this guy comes with a whole heck of a lot, but it really, really does. Mainly, most of the stuff that he has here is going to be magazines and everything for his guns, along his belt and everything. These are all individual. I had to put them inside there. You want to see how these all go? Just go watch the unboxing. I do it there. But I'll show you everything else that he comes with. Well, while we're on the magazines, let's just talk about the guns that goes with them. Bring that up just a little bit. There we go. We have these two identical handguns. Focus completely. There we go. They do cock back. You can see the release inside. Come down here. Or the exit chamber on the release. That's the release. I'm an idiot. And you see the bullet inside the clip, which is just so good. So you go back inside there. And you have two of these. And 4 extra magazines. So that's really cool. So you get 6 total. Well, really 2 are going to be inside the gun at all times, I guess. Unless you do some weird crazy poses, but yeah. Set those to the side, and those go on his back. And we have his custom pistol here, which looks really, really cool. I love the detail on this thing. See if I can get it to focus. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I think there's a fingerprint on the lens. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, look at the detail. So beautiful. So that does cock back. And of course they got the really difficult springs inside. I wish you could have it like that where it was coming out and ugh. That's kind of necessary for poses where you're changing out the magazine. Because that would be back. Whatever. Yeah, that does come out. You see the bullet inside there. And you'll get 1 of these, but you get 4 more magazines for that as well. Look at the detail on that. That's just so good. Next up, oh, I forgot to take the knife out of his boot. There we go. See, he's got some shit. I forgot some. Look at this knife. That knife's awesome. I was going to stick that right in the boot. Do right back in it. There we go. And move on to his rifle, which, oh buddy boy, look at that. This is laying the light the way on the barrel, which it's not as clear as I'd like it, not as defined. It looks a little muddy, if I'm going to be honest. But still gets the job done. You can still see it, but like, it's just not as clear as it should be. So out of all the paint detail that I have on mine, ooh, that side's even worse. It's clear, but you know, it's got the scuffing and everything. But see, this is kind of what it should look like, how clear and defined it is. This side's just muddy. I think they put too much of the black wash on this side. It's just like covering up the things. It's way brighter, and that's not. So coming over here, this does telescope back. I saw a review where they said this doesn't. Maybe their paint was stuck. I'm not sure, but that does telescope back, so that's fine. See, there's a lot of things about this figure that reviewers just aren't catching because they're not in the instructions, and people are just too afraid to mess with it. And you know, typical Hot Toys fashion, I guess. Well, you know, you spend over $200 on something. I can understand your apprehension of messing with things. And I guess that's why I'm kind of glad I kind of pushed mine to the limits a little bit and, you know, experiment and see what kind of poses I can get. Because a lot of people, they're just be like with the Armor Batman up there. You can pop the shoulder out of the arm right there and get way more range of motion, but most people would be scared to do that. I've been able to get them popped back in, but they look fine popped out like that. And you get way more range of motion out of that thing when you do that. Like, the instructions even say you can do it, but most people haven't done it. So, yeah, it's just, I like messing with mine, push them to the limits a little bit, you know, where I feel like if they're going to break, I'm not going to do it anymore, but yeah. There's no other moving parts on this. Unfortunately, I wish we could have the hammer coming back, but we do have the magazine that can come out and see the bullet inside there, and you get 3 more of these. And it stays in there pretty good. There's no clear defined click, but this is how a magazine should stay instead of a gun. Unlike the golden AK that the Tuxedo Joker comes with, which, you know, basically it's like in there like that. It's like it's barely in there whatsoever. It's just like, eh. This, you stick it in and it stays. That's the way it should be. So yeah. Yeah, that's very, very nice rifle. Just that, oh, and it's got a good shoulder sling on it too, which I always use. You don't have to. You can even take it off if you want, but I really like it as a nice little detail. Moving on, we have a stop sign, which is like a cool throw and accessory they didn't advertise as far as I know. It is metal, so you can hear that. It is metal, and there's really nothing you're supposed to do with it except for like sit it on the base. So there's really nothing to do with it, but it's cool they included it, you know, especially since it's metal. And pardon me. We have the 2 exclusive accessories, and the back cuffs, and the rebreather mask, which I finally realized that this would fit on my armored Batman. Nightmare Batman, because it's the exact same head as the regular Batman. So I've included a picture of that in the photo gallery at the end of this on Nightmare Batman, and it actually kind of looks cool. Of course, the screaming head is Nightmare Batman. I'm sorry, this is always my style figure. But this thing articulates very well. Oh, I should say, it barely stays in there too. So I'm not sure how it is on the regular Batman, because I know some people have issues with the regular mouth plates on the Nightmare Batman, but this barely stays in the Nightmare Batman. So yeah, this thing has articulation. You can't bend it back that way, but you can fold it over like that. So that's cool, and that helps with getting it on some characters' hands, which I have some photos of that on the Joker. So go check that out. Trying to advertise the photo gallery. And see, the cuffs do open up on both sides, and they just slot right back inside there. I really like these. I'm glad I got the exclusive now, because this is like the pose potential with this is really cool, and I love taking photos with this thing. Just like have a Batman. If I had a regular Batman, this would be through the roof. But like right now, it's still pretty cool with my armored. And the biggest, coolest accessory this thing comes with, and this is where the big debate for this figure comes in for me, is this head sculpt. Which one do I use? Because I fucking love the way this thing looks on the figure. But the Will Smith head sculpt is on point. So I think I might end up putting this one on the figure. Which, I don't know, I'll talk about that later in the review, but like, This thing is just so good, and it just completes the Deadshot look. Just look at all the detail. Look at all the detail. That's nice. Beautiful detail. Go over there. Oh, look, you can even see Will Smith's eye inside there. Like, that's cool. Get some other hands. You got 2 trigger fingers, 2 relaxed palms, 2 fists, and where is it? Where is it? Get a grip hand for the rifle. Or the knife, but it barely holds the knife, if I'm honest. So it's really difficult to get him to hold the knife with this thing. But yeah, there we go. And some buttons. And some hand pegs. Now, here is the accessory they don't advertise. See this little tiny fucker? I didn't even know this was in here until I dropped the figure. There's a photo at the end of him standing on a 1/6 scale vehicle that I've had for years and years and years and years and years, where I'm doing like the hero moment where he stands on top of the car shooting his wrist gauntlets. And I got the photo, and as soon as I took it, he fell on the floor. And this popped out. And if you're wondering what the hell this is, it is a clip for his wrist gauntlet. And they don't advertise this whatsoever that can do that. But it comes in, it goes out, it goes right there, and there's one of both. They both do come out. So you got one there, and you got one there. And the fucking wrist gauntlet cocks back. Like, I figured that out because I was trying to change out the hands, and that moved back. I'm like, oh fuck, I broke it. But no, like both times that I discovered something new about this figure, I thought I broke it. But no, like this is supposed to move, and that's supposed to come out. Like they even painted the bullet inside the clip in there, so like, you're supposed to remove that, and they don't tell you that at all. At all, I don't remember seeing that in instructions whatsoever. I haven't seen it in any reviews. So I just really wanted to point that out. Like literally 20 minutes ago is when I discovered that clip can come out. So that's pretty interesting. Alright, so now I'm going to cut it and go into the figure itself. Okay, one accessory I forgot was the little targeting sensor that goes on the unmasked head, which just pops on and off. It's really nicely detailed, looks really good. But yeah, look at this fucking head sculpt. My god. That is just immaculate. I'm just going to give you a 360. Let's do The Exorcist with Will Smith. This is Will Smith's head to a T in 1/6 scale. There is nothing wrong with this fucking head sculpt. Absolutely nothing. This is a fucking 10 out of 10. So, why in my brain do I want to put this on there? Like, I'm gonna... I think I might actually end up doing my first custom figure. And since we got the prison Harley coming, I'm going to make me a prison Deadshot. And let me just cross camera. And I'm just going to put the unmasked head sculpt on the prison Deadshot. That way I can pair that with the prison Harley. Because that'd be really cool. Because this fucking head sculpt is just A1. My god. Look at that. Like, just putting that on the figure makes the figure come alive. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this head sculpt. If this is the only head sculpt we got, this whole figure would still be a must-have. But that is just so good. And I've seen reviews where people say, like, yeah, they prefer that head. And I thought, nah, on video it doesn't impress me that much. It still looks great, nicely detailed, but I thought I would prefer this head sculpt because it looks so great. You know, like even on video you can tell that this thing is just fucking, 10 out of 10. Looking at this thing in hand, like, look at the viewfinder, this thing looks fucking awesome, but in hand, looking at this thing in person, that really completes the look. I don't know. I think I'm going to end up leaving this head sculpt on there, and I'm going to make me a custom figure of Deadshot. I'm going to make me a person jumpsuit, and just, like a muscular black male body, and just put that thing on there and be done with it. Because that's Deadshot. That just looks too good to not display, And I don't want to spend $250 just to have that extra head with the same body. So I think I'm going to make a custom person Deadshot. So yeah, that'd be great. I watch Hot Toys announce one as soon as the bell won. But yeah, dude, this figure is absolutely fantastic. So I'll go ahead and just show you guys the articulation real quick. The arms can go out that far. Not really hindered too much except for with the pads up here. They can go up that far. This is where it starts to get a little iffy because of the material. Double bend elbow. So like, he can put his hand on the back of his head. Even that looks fucking cool. The one thing I don't like is I think this figure is too skinny. It's mainly in the arms. Those arms just... It looks like it's nothing but bone. There's no muscle. There's no skin. I mean, it looks fine when you have it posed and everything, but just having it like that with this tight material, it just shows too much of the joint. It just looks too skinny. Like, bicep up here looks fine. It's just this. That is an issue for me. It just doesn't look appealing. But, like, from the front it looks okay. It's just like the side view is just way too skinny. And like even his chest I don't think is puffy enough. Because he was kind of ripped. And you can see there's even like a little bit of space inside of here too. Where you can see like the wall behind here. It's like maybe if his body was out just a little bit more, it'd be more accurate, but it looks fine. It really does. I just think you could have used a little bit bigger of a body and I hate to say it, but like maybe a single joint. But like I'm perfectly okay with this looking slender like this to get the articulation that we get out of this. I wish Hot Toys learned a little bit more with clothed figures like with Logan and fucking Jokers, but whatever. So yeah, where was I? The articulation there's a little bit inside the waist. You're not gonna get too much because of this. Now the legs, they're a little hindered because the pants and all the shit that he's got on. As far as I can get, it's not quite good enough to get him sitting down properly. Because, you know, I tried to get him sitting down inside the Arkham Asylum chair. And I kind of got it to work, but not really. The knee, not even a full bend at the knee either. Just because there's just so much shit he's got on. And the angles are fantastic. As far as the splits, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's decent. So you can get him in crouching poses. You just got to work with it. And it's just the knees. The knees leave a little bit to desired. And that's probably the most hindered part on the figure in terms of what, you know, kind of poses you'd want. Because, like, there's enough here inside the chest that you can get plenty of stuff done. It's just the knees. I feel like the knees are lacking a little bit, but as you guys know, about Hot Toys for the detail, not for the articulation. And there's plenty of articulation here for me to get enough poses to be happy. Well, more than happy, honestly. So, like, if I'm happy with the Xenomorph Warrior and the Armored Batman, then this is out of the park. So, yeah, should you get this figure? Abso-fucking-lutely. This thing is fantastic. If you're a fan of Suicide Squad, you absolutely need this in your collection. Like, for me, like, I'm not over the moon about the movie. Like, I think the movie's like a 7.5. You know, it's good. It's not great. You know, it's not completely rememberable. What I fucking love, though, the characters. The character design. Like, the story is complete shit. The story structure is complete shit. There's really no point to the movie. But, damn, the characters look awesome and they're well acted, too. So, that's why I like all these Suicide Squad shit. And, like, all the Joker. Like, I ended up liking Jared Leto's Joker a lot more than I thought I would. It's still not my favorite Joker. But his fucking designs, I ended up falling in love with. And this Deadshot just looks fantastic. Don't even get me started on Harley. God, when I get Harley, that just seems to be nothing but a gloating review. Jeez, I can't wait to get the fucking thing. But yeah, this figure is really fucking good. And you really deserve to have this in your collection. All the things that it can do, like, especially with, like, just with the wrist gauntlets. Like, that can move, that can come out. Like, they didn't even advertise that. There's so much love and care that went into this damn thing. It's just... Oh, one other negative. It's scary changing the hand pegs because the wrist gauntlet. So just be careful doing that. Don't pop off the silencer or whatever is on top of it. Because it is a little loose. You can see it's wobbly. So just be careful with that. And you're good. Because everything else is easy breezy, lemon squeezy. It's fantastic figure. I mean, it comes with 2 head skulls, for God's sakes. Like, you can't not support that. I mean, $250 is a kind of a steep price for Hot Toys these days. It doesn't look like it comes with a whole heck of a lot, but it really does. Because all the shit that's on here, like you can pose that and have like an armory, like I have a picture of that, and advertising photo thing at the end. The picture with it like sprayed on the table in the workshop diorama. So yeah, the posing potential with this thing is just fantastic. So many cool pictures. Shelf presence fantastic. The articulation is pretty good, and just like it looks so fucking good. Like, that's Hot Toys' best work. You have to support this if you're a fan of Hot Toys, if you're a fan of Suicide Squad, or even just Will Smith. So, yeah, that's my verdict. If you have a question, concerns, leave in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Let me know if anybody else actually pointed out that moves and the clip comes out on that. Because I don't remember anybody ever talking about that. So that was just a happy accident on my point. Or my part, I guess. So yeah. This could be it for this video. I think I already said that. I always say that like 4 times, but fuck it. See you guys in the next one. Please watch that gallery.
What you want? What you want? Come on. What you want? Come on. Come on. come